Half-Life is a game with a lot of weapons that serve their own niche. The pistol has perfect accuracy, so it is the best sniper-like weapon you have. The RPG is the best weapon for destroying tanks, Apaches, and helicopters. The tripmine is best at tricking enemies into running into them. But what if the tripmine was the only weapon you could use? That would be pretty hard, I think. Here are the rules. I can only use the tripmines for the entirety of the run. Picking up weapons is allowed, but I can use a bind with more tripmines. I will explain about binds later. 3. Barneys, turrets, and other things are allowed for use. And 4. Hard mode.
The time is 8:47.
The first chapter is the train ride before the disaster. So, the chapter is a snooze fest.
Hey, Mr. Freeman, I had a bunch of messages.
This is the second and last chapter that happens before the disaster, and no, I'm not counting the tutorial. While you can troll scientists and see how buggy tripmines are when placed on moving objects, there isn't anything out of the norm. Unforeseen Consequences is the first chapter where we actually have to do something. The first time we have to use a tripmine is right after the lasers. Usually you pick up the crowbar and destroy admin these two pieces of glass, or any other piece of glass, but we can't use the crowbar, you know, so we have to do things a bit differently. This is where the first piece of tech is created. I call it remote detonation. How to do tech. Step 1. Place the tripmine on a wall. Step 2. Go away enough so that the tripmine will deal 0 damage or the least amount of damage possible. Step 3. Touch laser. After getting the suit battery at the bottom of the elevator shaft and going back up, you can mostly just run past everything. Just make sure you don't re-emerge from the same hole the zombies do. This is also a good time to practice tripmine staircase placement. What it is basically strategically placing tripmines to make an extremely thin staircase along the wall. Just make sure nothing's trying to kill you when you are making a tripmine staircase. This is the first chapter that doesn't require a single page of my script. Starting off, you have to enter the elevator from the outside to make it so that this scientist can open this door. Afterwards, go and explode this piece of glass. This area actually requires more than 1 neuron of activity to complete. After tinkering for a while, I got this set up. Place the tripmine on this specific brush or wall high enough so the laser goes through the window. Detonate the mine so this piece of glass can break. Replace the mine. Place 2 mines in the gap to explode both the plaster ceiling and the vent cover. Afterwards, go lure these hubcaps to the vent cover so that they explode with it. Crawl through the mashed potato covered vent and jump down here. Right afterwards, we have this area with 2 vent covers. Kill the crabs, place the mines in these places, and detonate this one. Run past everything and then you get the vortigons. Yup. Get the loot from this room and use the corridor near it as a trap by placing trip mines on one of these walls.
Yeah,
After you make sure the wards can't notice you, place the trip mine and run behind cover to not die of the explosion. The vorticant will follow you and tie to the trip mine if its arms fasten. Afterwards, you can try climbing up here, but I've personally walked up the stairs and killed these enemies. Afterwards, there's a freezer area. Almost all of it is surprisingly possible. There's just one piece that's very difficult. This one stupid vent is indestructible. If you place these mines in this strategic place, in these strategic placements, you can survive it with only 100 health if you have no armor. The most I have got is 75. This is the brush that changes the level upon
this is not how
contact.
I expected to be spending my
As you can
Saturday.
see,
King
not
Magnum!
all.
Hubba.
Now, I did test it and it's theoretically possible to do it, but I'm not pro enough to do all of this with max health. I'm sure the speedrunning community will. You can pretty much run past everything afterwards.
Hey, look, buddy.
This is a very difficult challenge, but will I get a steep difficulty increase as we get further into the game. So I have decided to split this challenge into multiple videos, so I can do multiple projects at once, and so you guys can try and think about potential solutions to problems or ways to do things easier. Anyways, I'm going to skate for fun.
The answer? Use a gun. And if that don't work, use more gun.